Hi, everyone. This is Laurel, and I'm here to give you another daily intuitive soul tip. This one brings me great joy to bring this to you. I'm using the Jesus deck that was given to me by beautiful Liz Harrison from Guided by Angels. She is a most blessed soul, wonderful reader. And give her channel a check out. She's done some wonderful things with twin flame readings, so give her a shout out. But I picked a card. I was drawn to this deck this morning, and the message that I picked was give, and it shall be given unto you. And if you look, he's feeding the birds, the chickadees. And so I talk about that in, what I channeled this morning. Excuse me for my throat. I'm still clearing, but I feel so much better today. You've often heard the old adage, give and you shall receive. Um, we are we are really natural born givers. But sometimes there's blocks that can get in the way within that we shed along this journey. And this is learning, as we're guided and as we release things along the way, we're we're given we open ourselves deeper, we open our heart deeper to allow ourselves to give again. And also in that giving, we receive. So this is I really believe that when we learn to give, we can, it allows our heart to expand. And, if you've ever been, if you've ever been a witness of giving, someone else giving selflessly to another, it opens, it expands your heart as a watcher of this act. It expands your heart and opens your heart. I've seen children, give selflessly to another child, and it's just like, wow, we're all born with that innate, with that natural sense of giving, but there's things along the way in life that get in the way, blocks. And so it's this shedding, learning to reopen to either giving, or sometimes we have to learn we have to learn how to receive. But Jesus is saying, when you give, you also receive. A lot of times you may not receive back in the same situation that you've given, but you walk away with the gratitude and the joy of knowing that you've given. Receiving may come in a different way, and it may come at a time where you really, really need it, where you need something. And I love how the picture shows Jesus feeding, I'm going to hold this up close, feeding the three little birds, the chickadees. And, it's like Jesus is feeding the chickadees, and, he's feeding them and, wisdom. And then they come to us, feeding us their wisdom. And this is, birds are thought of as the messengers of God, of the higher power. And chickadees are thought of as cheerful truth. They bring cheerful truth into the situation. And so, so birds are messengers of God, and here he is feeding them. And this also shows that, we're all messengers, of God. We're all souls, even animals are souls. And, daily I see animals or birds, and they bring me messages, but this is, we're all shepherds of God. And when we're giving, we're using that gift. Sorry about that. We're using that gift to really bolster someone else, and or something other thing or animal. So it shows that, it's not just us, it's that our souls, animals are have a soul as well. And so when we're giving to them, or they're giving to us by giving us messages. So I just love that that's incorporated into this card. But when you give, you receive, and not always in the same situation. Um, and spirit will oftentimes guide you when you're supposed to give, and not worry about how you receive back, because you will. Um, and that's also part of karma. When you give freely of yourself, you get it back, freely. So I hope this message helped. I love you so much, and wishing you a lovely, lovely day. Namaste.